Hello and welcome to Xena Warrior Podcast. My name is Vera and I'm joined as always by my two stalked co-hosts, Katie.
Hello.
And Livy.
Who's stalking us?
This episode is stalking us.
It really is.
Shall we share what happened?
Sure. It's a pretty simple story.
We recorded it and then it was not
It was not.
It was not there.
It was just not there.
So,
round two.
So round two
I
on
blame Morlock.
Prince Chesnick Bloody Car Morlock.
We got caught in one of his traps.
This is a note to all podcasting peoples out there. We did used to record a backup. Always do a backup.
Yeah, always do a
have
backup.
something
For sure.
going.
That's what, if Xena was our mentor, that's what she'd say to us.
It's true.
You young hotheads with your lack of backups.
Yeah, we're Varia.
get cocky.
We're like, backup, fuck it. Definitely don't want to be doing this one again.
And yet we are.
Yay! And you guys are gonna enjoy it. This is
Totally.
gonna be fantastic.
If we did it well last time, this time it's just going to be perfect.
Exactly. It's just rehearsed. That's what it is.
This is the one we rehearsed.
Yes, exactly. This is the one. Okay. So this is an episode. It is episode 611.
True.
Dangerous Prey.
Yes.
And it's written by Joel Metzger.
Okay.
And it's directed by one Miss Renee O'Connor.
Renee.
Renee.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Yeah. Is she new?
It's a joke.
She's not new. She's directed one other episode. Deja vu all over again.
Amazing. I'm glad we didn't have to record that one twice. Renee.
Yay.
This is
Renee
awesome that
gets
she
these episodes.
got to do another one. In the 6th season, she went to Rob and she said, Rob, I really want to direct again. And he was like, oh, yeah.
Let me look at the shittiest one I have and give it to you.
Oh, no. If you guys remember, I got really mad in Deja Vu and felt like, Renee, pulled the short straw. She wanted to direct, and they gave her an episode that didn't even, feel like a Xena. It wasn't set in ancient Greece. It was, a really strange episode to give someone who wanted to direct an episode of Xena.
Right.
Also, it was a clip show. So,
Right, yeah.
At least this is not a clip show.
No.
And at least it does sort of feel like Xena.
Yeah.
Though I feel like what it actually feels like is what's that episode called? Fistful of Dinars?
Early
It
stuff.
feels like...
Oh, it feels very much like a throwback.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about how season 6 is really bringing it back with those nostalgia feels. Season 1, season 2, this felt like Dirty 6.
The thing everybody misses most about season 3, Dirty 6.
I mean, this character, he's just horrible like that bunch that we get. You know, like what you said, the Fistful of Dino's, I don't care about you.
I don't care about that.
I mean, that guy way
in
better.
That. You'd rather have that guy from Fistful of Dinars
Yeah.
than Morlock?
Well, he's in your fave episode, the one where they blew themselves. So there, you like that guy, that actor.
Yeah,
This guy is
sure.
my least fave.
I do.
This is the
I do
worst.
love him.
This guy is what's his name? Fucking Milo 2.0.
This is Milo 2.0.
Yeah. And he's like, if Agathon and Milo had a baby, it would be, or they melded together. Magathon, oh no.
Oh, the worst. Throwing a coin in for Magathon.
Oh my god. I just want to call him, instead of Morlock, Magathon from now on.
He's
Prince
the worst.
Chesnick Bloody Car,
Oh, Jesus.
Magathon.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's got a stupid name. He's got a stupid screen presence.
It's just
As we'll
stupid.
eventually talk about, he is terrible, as a coworker.
As a human man.
So,
Yeah, not great.
There's a lot to dislike about Dangerous Prey.
Right.
But Renee directed it,
Yeah.
and she did not do a bad job at all.
She
She
Very
did
good
a
job.
great job.
Yeah,
because
there's a lot of stuff I
I
like
mean,
in
we'll
this.
we'll cover some of her directing choices, and the number one thing is she made an episode that looked like any old Xena episode, and
If it
that's
weren't
a thing.
For this character and some of the writing choices of how some of the plots, just the plot.
That's
All of the
the
plot.
worst part is just the word.
There is
order.
no plot B in this.
The scenarios.
Yeah, there's no plot B.
The scenarios that are silly and will probably make Vera think of the stuff that she doesn't like in early seasons, and then this choice of actor combine to make it be less good. If there weren't such silly scenarios and there was a different character, it would have been a fine episode indeed.
If it were all just slow-mo shots of Xena running through a forest
Holy shit.
that's like on fire,
Yes.
that'd be
Yeah.
a good episode.
It would, for sure. And, you know, we can already begin talking about this, but if this, instead of Prince Chesnick, Bloody Car, Morlock, number one, that name.
Oh, God, we'll get to it.
Number two, if it wasn't him, but it was like a lady, I would be into it.
This app gives me a little bit of, like, Succession vibes, maybe just because it's, like, you know, intimate, but, like, forest-based. And I would have taken her, whatever her name was,
God,
character
yeah.
who didn't want to be forgotten. Forgotten.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, she's the female version of Prince Chesnick, Bloody
Slightly
Car?
forgettable. Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
With a silly name and costume.
I would have preferred a much greater
Yeah, of
actor.
course, of course.
With like a whole episode like built specifically around them.
Get, like, Claudia Black.
Oh my god.
You fixed it.
You fixed it. I mean, I want Michelle Yeoh, but that's different.
Oh, excellent.
She would never do that. Well, maybe in the 90s she
don't
would.
know.
I don't know. She was really busy in the 90s,
That's
which
true.
put a pin in it. We'll get to that later,
Okay.
too.
All right.
And what was I about to say? We'll get into this too as well, but like you would lose that. See, this is where the episode needed to lean more into the toxic masculinity of
Yes.
this man, and it doesn't. We'll get into it.
Yeah, so
like,
much to
if you
get
just-
into.
Listen, let's get into it. We're so eager to talk
All
about
right.
Dangerous Prey.
Again, for the 800th time. No,
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we should just keep recording Dangerous Prey. This can be our new podcast.
It's like
Oh,
a-
it's that
that
podcast,
Shoot,
yeah.
what the hell's it
that
called?
one where those guys watch the
They
same
watch a
movie
movie every
day.
week, yeah.
I mean, every week for a year, and they
Yeah.
podcast about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be
So
us.
this is going to be
Dangerous
us, Dangerous Prey pod. Yeah.
Every week.
Oof. Okay, so this episode begins with Queen Marga of the Amazons. Remember her? She was introduced the one time before, right?
She was in Coming Home with
Yes,
Varia.
with
She
Varia,
came in
yes.
with Varia.
And she's running frantically through the woods, and she's being hunted.
And we don't see the guy who's hunting her.
No, we see like his legs.
Yeah, we see like he's introduced to us in pieces, which is
Right,
definitely
which
like
is one of my favorite editing tricks. I
right.
fucking
I
love
believe
that shit.
Callisto was originally
Yes.
introduced
Oh,
in pieces.
that's like, ooh, it's like a stab. You just stabbed me because not only did that happen with Callisto, but they used the fucking Callisto music at the end.
That's true.
Which is like, it's
They're
intentional.
trying to make this guy into a Callisto.
Oh,
and
I
he
am
is
upset.
So not.
I'm getting upset.
He is so not.
So yeah, he's very much like stalking her. She's running for her life, literally, and he's just being really chill because he knows he's gonna get to her, and that's because he's laid the whole forest out with traps.
He's one of those Macaulay Culkin types.
Oh my god! If only he like threw some marbles and like chicken feathers.
So, like, the thing when you introduce a character, you know, in this coy way where you see them indirectly, like, ooh, just their boots, oh, just their torso, is you're like, oh my god, it's building the suspense.
Yeah.
How awesome is this person gonna be when we finally see them? And then you get, like, a wide shot of him and you're like, oh.
Yeah, he's blonde.
He's a guy.
Yeah.
In an outfit.
Magathon. He is like, oh my god, you Amazons have such a reputation, and he's disappointed because he's clearly expecting like the most powerful warriors.
Yes.
But poor Marga has got herself caught in this like bear trap in her
Yes.
hand.
Yes, so this marks number one of many extra next level gory details, close-ups of gross things in this episode. I appreciate realism.
Yeah, this was
Gross.
quite extra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you, like,
Not
flinch.
Of
You're-
everyone's taste, of
you
course.
feel it in your hand. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
God,
It's
no,
no good.
Renee, what are you doing to
I
me?
know.
Yeah, she's doing excellent.
She's doing excellent. When Margot rips out her hand from the bear trap, we hear a little flesh tearing noise.
Oh yeah, and the story with that is that Renee was in the edit room with Rob Field and like was playing this part back, and she was like, Rob, can we get like more like of a flesh tearing sound, and Raphael thought this was hilarious. He gave her a few different options, and she picked like the most gruesome one. And he's just like, Renee, like I just can't understand where this is coming from. I've known you so long and never seen this side of you. And she said something like, oh, I guess Michael Hurst has been rubbing off on me.
Coincidentally,
Yes,
the flesh tearing noise came from Hercules tapes.
Oh.
Which is like Hercules
Thank
had
you.
flesh tearing?
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's confusing.
I'm sure that's
When? Why?
Isn't it for kids?
Oh, we can't bash Hercules.
Sorry.
People get
Michael
so
Hurst is on
mad.
it. We like Michael Hurst.
We like Michael Hurst.
Yes, yes.
Also disappointed.
Yes.
Which we are in this episode.
Also, I'm just kidding because we're gonna bash Hercules all the time.
It's just our brand. Sorry, guys. So this guy, Prince Chesnick Blake Morlock, take a drink. He has a dumb chakram.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a triangle.
Male
Yes.
chakram because triangle pointy.
Yeah. Is that, how is
It's a
it,
male
how is a
chakram?
triangle
don't
like
know.
a dick?
His 3-dick
Like
triangle.
not
Yeah,
a sword.
like,
Like he doesn't have a sword.
It is
Let's just
Who
whatever.
It's
He has
kind
a dumb
penetrating, sharp, jagged sides.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it could have been more masculine, but whatever.
Sure.
Well, he could have been more masculine.
Oh.
I went there.
Wait, I don't even know what that
Slam.
means.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, he gets Marga in the leg. Oh my God. He's caught up to her. Remember how he was walking slowly?
He finally,
he knew this was going to happen and he got there. And he refuses to kill her because first of all, that's not fun for him. But he has a specific mission in mind for her.
she's going to deliver a message for him.
So we don't know what that is, and we will find out.
Okay.
Great.
But meanwhile, Xena and Gabs roll
They
into
do.
Amazon territory, but no one's around.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it's
They're
a
about
little weird.
to get thrown a surprise party.
Oh, no!
I wish. That would have been nice.
Yeah. So
No.
the vibes are really weird, and the Amazons are hiding. Varia appears, and she's basically like, "Why are you guys here?"
Right. She doesn't, like, even though they've been summoned, Varia doesn't
Well, she doesn't know
they've been
that.
summoned.
Yeah. Marga
Summoned
has
them.
summoned them, and also Varia just kind of hates Xena.
You're right.
Yeah, which I guess I didn't quite remember from coming home, but sure.
Sure.
I mean, definitely Marga was like, the one who challenged everybody. And, like, also flirted with Eve. Where's Eve?
Oh my God, Eve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is
Yeah.
she?
Seeing Varia did make me miss Eve for the first time all season.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
missed
true.
Eve.
I mean,
Varia.
Like, yeah, Eve Watch 2019 continues because here's another episode where, like, you actually really before last week or whatever they name checked her, but
Yes.
this week you're actually like, okay, where has she gone?
They sort of name check her with that horrible line.
Horrible line. Yeah,
It's coming.
It's coming. Yes, Varia. I would have loved this episode if it was Eve and Varia.
Oh man, yeah.
And do that thing where they're like tied together with the wrist.
Oh, it would have been so good.
Like that episode of Lost.
Yes.
Yes. And you do
So
ship
good.
Kate and what's her face?
I am no longer your friend.
Juliet.
Juliet.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I would totally have loved Eve and Varia chained together. I mean, that is a note I have about this whole scenario, which is like, it's just somehow not sexy because Xena and Varia don't have that kind
Yeah.
of chemistry, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Whereas this is like a very sexy, almost like kinky situation with that chains
there's
and
so many
stuff.
of those moments where you
Yeah.
feel like, I mean, not that they're not fun, but they would have been funner
More fun.
with Eve.
I'm
And
sure you could, but also if you shipped Xena and Varia,
I'm sure, yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm
you
sure
you would
someone
have a
out there
good
does,
time.
but I really don't see it. And
I don't know.
I
I
love
don't
to
see it
ship
either.
lots of weird ships, but
It's true.
I don't see this at all. I just don't see the sparks.
yeah, I agree. I
Facts.
wonder why.
I don't know.
Maybe they're
They don't
too,
have that,
too similar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're too similar.
That
They're
might
both
be it.
tall
They're very-
brunettes.
Small brunettes, very
One has more
That's
stomach
strong, I guess.
area exposed.
That's
Sure.
true.
I don't know. So wait, if Varia was blonde, we would ship it? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly.
Oh man. So we have a new Amazon. She has a speaking part, and you sort of expect her to then become important, but she does not.
She's sort of like the Amazon version of Raxar. There are a lot of characters in this who
But he's like a character.
He's like an
and
actual
she
character.
speaks once as if like they give her a name too. And
this
you're
episode has this thing where it seems to set people up and then kind of doesn't do anything with them.
Well, you never know with the Amazons because the deal with that is that somebody has a speaking line, gets a name in one episode,
and then she's queen the
and then
next
yes,
time.
exactly, and then killed off, and then somebody new has a speaking line, and it's so on and so forth.
Ah, the circle of life.
For Amazons. This lady fills us in on some exposition here. The Amazons have been going missing because they go to this sacred canyon like one by one and they do not come back.
There's this terrible Amazon strategy to go to a canyon one by one where each one is snatched.
Well, they don't know what's going on. So it's
Yeah.
like somebody goes, let's say, to
You
pray.
should at
in
least
this-
do the buddy system.
That's true. Yeah. And I don't think they have been doing that.
No.
So they've been disappearing until finally Margot was like, you know what, guys, I'm going to check it out.
Right.
And she got
guess
snatched.
what? Yep. She gone.
She taken.
Oh! Good thing Xena has a particular set of skills.
She has many particular skills.
So Xena wants to help, but Varia is like, you know what? This is an Amazon problem, bitch. Step off.
But then other Amazon tells Varia that Marga, her last order before she disappeared was that Varia can't go after her.
Right.
Which
yeah.
is smart of Marga because she's finally figured out that like the Amazon should stop going after disappeared Amazons.
And she would know that out of all the Amazons, Varia would be like first in line to do something stupid. So Varia storms off, and Xena follows because she's like, you know what? I'll find Marga.
And within 2 seconds of entering the forest, she does.
She does,
She's
yeah.
literally
Yeah.
right there on the side of the
She
road.
has been
Exactly.
crawling her way back.
And she's really fucked up.
It's pretty upsetting.
Oh yeah, this is where she has like internal damage
Right.
from pressure points?
Right.
Yes.
What?
Because that's
what he did.
How skilled a fucking Prince Chesnick Bloody Car.
We don't know his
More
name
luck.
yet.
So like why didn't this come back? Because I wanted to see more about
Right.
his awesome pressure point powers.
You would think that at the end he would be doing a lot of fighting, like how Xena
Like
does the
that
fighting.
guy
Yes.
from Royal Couple of Thieves.
Right. There you go.
So much early Xena realness that is not followed up on.
But they did have a legit like pressure point fight.
They did, and
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah.
I could have handled another one.
Well, especially when you set it up like this. Like this
There's
is
a lot of setup that doesn't come to fruition in this episode.
could it be because this episode's not great?
Joel Metzger wrote this. He previously did The Rheingold, which is the second episode of the Ring trilogy, and Haunting of Amphipolis, which are
Okay.
both solid, but
Yeah.
maybe not like classic,
Sure.
but solid. I feel like both of those he was sort of working off, Rob's outline, or like I think Haunting of Amphipolis was something he rewrote. I wonder if he's not that great at like original.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah.
like my theory, because this is like very derivative of a lot of stuff, both Xena stuff and like
Not.
the trope of guy who hunts humans, which originally comes from, I guess, The Most Dangerous Game. Yeah, this is like very much a Xerox of other things you have seen.
Yeah.
And I blame Joel.
Okay.
I mean, that's a really good
Let's-
place to
let's
lay
do it.
blame. Okay, Marga is fucked up in other ways besides pressure point death.
Oh, right.
Yes.
She has the message that she was supposed to deliver. I
Gory
mean,
detail number 2.
it's before she dies, she gives Xena the right of cast to be like, "Yo, you keep this."
That's right. Which actually was a nice piece of continuity. Going back all the way to Hooves and Harlots. Dying Amazon gives one of our leading
Yeah,
ladies.
but this
a
is
rite
she's
of
supposed to like
cast.
hold it
Yeah.
for Varia.
For now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Varia sees this happen.
Yes, and she's like so jello. She's
She's
like,
like,
I
"Oh
can't
my God,
believe this.
She's letting Xena be the next leader of the Amazons.
Yes.
The fuck.
But also, Marga is like, yeah, Varia needs a lot of schooling. Please.
Send her to college. So, Katie, the message she has written on her, you see these close-ups of it.
Yes, the gory detail number 2. I stopped counting. I don't want to count. I'll lose track.
he's like, I guess, carved these letters into
Yeah.
her skin. This actually is not in the script. I think in the script it's just like a little like
Note.
yeah, a little note like tucked in her costume somehow. So like Renee
Yes!
changed this to be carved message in skin.
Yes.
Definitely upping the ante.
Very good.
What would Michael Hurst do? That's
That.
what she was
God,
saying.
yeah, clearly that's
He
her
would do
motto.
that.
Which is a great. Remember how he's amazing?
He is amazing. We would do the same.
I know.
Yeah.
Xena is going to go find out who did this. And she tells Gabs, you stay here in the camp and make sure no one
Yeah.
leaves.
Uh-huh.
And Gab's like, okay.
Yeah, bye!
And we
like,
never see her again.
Immediately fails at this mission because Varya's like slips
God.
away.
Yes,
So
exactly.
that's funny. That's one of the most noticeable issues. It's an issue, not / non-issue, but also an issue with the plot is that Gabrielle is busy directing the episode and
Yes.
is thus not in the episode in a way where it really does not make sense that
Yeah.
she's not around helping and the Amazons don't need her there.
To babysit them. Make
I
sure
mean,
no
she
one
is
leaves.
Yeah.
and she is also like an Amazon, so like the conflict and right of cast stuff and like teaching Varya and all that stuff would have been very interesting having her
Right.
Instead of
exactly.
Xena,
Yeah.
even.
instead of or to even just
I would
being
watch
there.
the version of the episode where it's Gabrielle and Varya. Gabrielle being put in
Yeah.
this place of like, I'm the Amazon elder. Or just elder in general. Like seeing Gabrielle
Yeah.
be the Xena to an ingenue the way, little Gabs used to be that
exactly
ingenue.
Yeah.
which would have been nice.
Full circle,
Season 6,
baby.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I feel like there's a lot of like, basically the situation we have in this episode is like the least interesting.
We will
version
get
of
Gabs
this.
and the Amazons, so
Real soon.
it's okay.
Yeah.
If we didn't have that, I would be more pissed about this scenario, but we do, so all is well.
Varya is sneaking around in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
She decides to hunt down the guy herself, even though she was explicitly told not to do this.
This is where we get a bunch of point of view shots, and actually there were also some with Marga when she was running away from Morlock at the beginning.
Yeah.
And those shots, especially because it's like somebody running through a forest frantically, totally reminded me of TJ. Like the
yeah.
opening of like Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Totally.
And I love that like Renee has learned shaky cam point of view shots from TJ.
Yes.
Gruesome, bloody stuff from Michael
Yeah.
Hurst.
Yeah.
Later, she's going to do her best, like, slow-mo
Slow-mo.
fireball situation.
Oh,
Clearly from Rick.
Rick.
She's, like, taken all these things from, her favorite directors to work
Yeah.
with. And that's really cool to see. This girl does her homework.
Yeah.
Like, she is a just like Gabrielle,
Yeah.
she learns.
Aww. So Varya's sneaking around in the woods, and she's caught in a trap. It's one of those that, like, grabs your foot and lifts you up upside down into a tree.
Those are so annoying.
Yeah, because you just, like, flail around.
Yeah, and all the blood goes to your head, and then you turn red and look stupid.
Oh, yeah.
So we meet like the goons
Yeah.
who work for Morlock, who are
Okay.
like boys in leather.
Boys
Right.
they seem like fratty guys. I
Yeah.
did not like them.
Yeah, this is where I feel like what you're saying, Katie, about how the sexual politics are kind of like there, but not like
They're-
acted
yeah.
upon. The fact that Morlock's goons have this kind of fratty vibe. Like you feel, and they're hunting Amazons.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's there, but it's never like actually
There.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just also seems like they would hunt anything if it was formidable enough.
I
Like,
guess.
for instance, there's like all these like
Animals.
tiger heads and stuff. So like,
is it like-
they got the tiger and the goons are like, yeah.
But I feel like
Sexy.
it's, they're probably not hunting like other white male princes. Like they're hunting all these things that they can like other, whether it's animals or people. And that's why they are hunting ladies right now.
That's true, but it just also sounds like ladies are more powerful and formidable than white princes, except for Prince Chesnick Blakehar Morlock. He's the best
Great.
and whitest of
Magathon.
princes. Magathon! So we meet like his number 2, Raxar, who you mentioned. He got like a V-neck happening, a lot of chest hair, and he has short hair. on his head.
This
Okay.
actor does acting workshops with Renee.
Okay.
They know each other outside of Xena.
And he's
Nice.
good, unlike other
the
guy.
other one. So this is a good acting workshop.
Yeah.
Only for good actors.
Oh. So he's like taunting Varya, like, ooh, yeah, you'll be perfect for Prince Morlock's hunt. And she scratches his face so that, like, now for sure you'll know
Among
him.
all the white men,
Yeah, among all the
you'll
goons.
know.
Not all of them are white, but,
Okay.
yeah, well, the ones that burn up later.
Oh, well, great. This is so much better now.
Well, you know, to be fair, they are the stunties. So they're trying to get Varya into, like, a neck restraint.
Oh, right. So they're like poking her with
Yeah.
their spears. They're like in a circle, like
Yeah.
poking at her with the spears.
But the spears have like this like neck contraption at the end, like a collar situation, and it reminded me of you saw it once on BSG when they captured this Boomer, the Cylon. I think it was Boomer.
I think so. That sounds right to me. So Xena, of course, not for the last time in this episode, just chakrams all the points off the spears.
Dicks.
Yeah, she emasculates all these dudes in one killing blow.
And Ragzar, he goes into the bushes and then he literally just talks to himself because no one's around, but yet he says lines out loud.
That's how you know this is a bad screenplay. Is you have to have characters talking to themselves all the time, which is not a thing people do.
No.
And he's like, oh my God, Prince Morlock, he's got to see this one.
I did really like that Raxar is in the bushes watching Xena fight all the other goons.
Yes.
And as Xena's fighting the goons, she like literally pointedly turns and like glares at Raxar, who she can see in the bushes, as she's still fighting, but she's like not looking at what her arms are doing. She's just like death glaring. And I was like, this girl, she's like just, yeah, she can do all this in her sleep. It's amazing.
She fights all these guys, beats them up, they all run away, but she snares one.
Ah.
And it's in the same upside down trap that Varya's in. She cuts her down, she falls on her butt, and she wants to interrogate the hostage. She's like, watch him, and then turns around, and the guy is dead.
Uh-oh.
Varya did not do a good job
She
of
did
watching,
not.
just like Gabs didn't do a good job of watching Varya. It's contagious.
Oh.
This is gross number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Still counting.
This
Yes.
one was grossest to me. Well, no, the hand in the bear trap. Ooh. But yeah, I hate like mouth
Froth.
Not
Yeah.
into it.
This guy's like frothing. It's some real like Russian spy realness here. Like the cyanide pill situation. So he's poisoned himself.
And Xena has this, I thought, really good line where like Varya just kind of like shrugs this off.
She's like, whatever, one less to kill.
But Xena's like, these men have a leader and they're more afraid of facing him than facing death.
Right.
Which is a really cool way of putting it, Xena. It makes Morlock sound really scary, but he's
not.
really not. This was another moment where I got really excited about the poison pill. I was like, oh, Xena's gonna like defeat Morlock by somehow passing him one of these, like tricking him into eating one of these. Like I had a whole like theory about how this poison pill plot line was gonna pay off, and guess what?
With pressure points.
It just disappears into the ether. It's not part of the episode.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Varya does not care. She's like, I just want to get this guy. And Xena's like, no, you cannot just run through these woods. It's all rigged up, full of traps. Like, chillax. And the only way she can get her to chillax is by putting a little leash on her.
Yeah. She's like,
Okay.
you'll do what I say, and until then, you're on a leash.
Interesting choice.
So it's like a collar with a chain. And it is kinky
This
AF.
is some S&M. This is Club Vondersex.
Oh! Oh my goodness. What's the
Suddenly
same
there's
word?
the little monkey with the cymbals
Yes,
going.
yes. So we have a scene with Prince
Yeah,
Morlock.
we get to see what he's like when he's at home. Guess what?
Relax with the boys.
It sucks. He blindfolds himself. There's like this sort of like Eastern meditation music.
Oh my god.
And we kind of see him do this Tai Chi that also involves him like fighting all of his goons blindfolded.
Yeah, this was, I don't know, slightly offensive to me. I did not, I hate this guy so much.
Yeah, he stinks.
We see his like tent and it's full of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Like animals he killed.
Yeah,
and
animals
stuff.
he killed, and for some reason, like masks that look sort of African. So there's like some kind of cultural appropriation and like trophy hunting, and you're just like, oh, so this guy's the worst.
They should have just
is that
leaned
what you're
into
saying?
this.
They really
That's
should
the
have.
Oh,
thing.
yeah, there's so
Yeah.
many elements. Like, I almost feel like pick a tone. Either this guy is like hilariously bad and stupid, and you laugh at him because his name is Prince Chesbo Bloody Socks, or like,
Benedict Cumberbatch.
or
You said
like,
that already.
or like he's scary and inspires his men to take poison pills, and like is an actual threat.
Yeah.
But like they don't pick either option.
No.
And this is such a muddle.
The homoerotic energy in this tent, though, it is
thick.
off. Yeah, it's thick. Yeah. So anyway, he has skills. He's
Yeah,
like,
Raxar is into him. That was my headcanon.
Yes.
It's like Raxar, it's like an unrequited
for
love
sure.
affair.
And then he's like jealous
Yeah.
that Morlock does not care
Because
about
there's
Raxar.
this like really not very developed plot line where Raxar seems to be like kind of having doubts about Morlock, like kind of hates that he's like ordering his own men to be killed, and
Yeah.
is sort of like, you know, clearly like has some kind of awakening of like a conscience. But like I feel like the only thing keeping him from leaving is his love.
Well, he's just like shocked that Morlock behaves this way in this episode, because this is not the man that, you know, he loves. It's
That
not.
man just hunted
That man-
antelopes.
That man lives in Upper Shahrazadistan.
Oh, no.
He's not here.
We don't know any of this information yet.
No,
We don't even know his name. Oh, to go back to a time where we didn't even know Prince Morlock's
I
name.
know. Ugh. Well, anyway, he tells him about this amazing Amazon that he saw, and
I want to give her to you for Christmas.
exactly, basically.
Meanwhile, back to Varya and Xena.
Yes.
They're basically, Varya's still having a tantrum about being chained up.
I hate you.
And Xena is giving her a lecture. And this one goes to an interesting place, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
this
does.
is like one of two good moments.
scenes.
Yeah.
So Xena says to her, if you don't stop acting like a child and start trusting me to help you, this man is going to wipe out your whole tribe. Or wipe them to extinction,
point.
she
Yeah.
says. And Varya comes back with a Najara-style burn. She says, didn't you do that exact same thing? Wipe out an Amazon tribe to extinction? Yeah. And Xena's like, oh, yeah, so you've seen Adventures in the Sin Trade. Oof.
She said,
Fair enough.
Her response is, I'm going to let that one go.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
I did love that little bit of continuity came back. Because, I mean, we often see Xena hanging out with Amazons post-Sin Trade, and it's always on our minds that, like, that happened.
Yeah.
And it's not very often mentioned. So
No.
go Varya for flinging it in her face.
Yeah.
Back to Morlock and Raxar.
No, I don't wanna go back to
We
them.
have to establish some important things where Raxar points out he's trying to convince Morlock that Xena is the one for him. She has the speed of lightning.
Mm-hmm.
She has the strength of many men, and she thinks 3 steps ahead.
3.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's like, only 3.
Right. Morlock's like, oh my God, I think 15. And you're like, no, you don't.
So he's like, fine, this sounds great. I'm going to do it. There's a storm, and Varya and Xena have to go hide in this abandoned temple. And this is another example of like where this would have been real great for the shippy Varya episode, or if these ladies had sparks.
That's true.
Yeah,
Taking
it's-
shelter from the bad weather in a crumbly temple.
It's not that they have bad chemistry. They're both obviously amazing. Like, we love our actress as well.
Yeah.
And
Janina.
yes, they're like good together in the scene. But yeah, the like sparky, shippy vibe, like, I'm not picking up on it either.
not
There is
there.
more of a mentor,
Yeah.
like literally
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
Like motherly.
I guess, yeah, motherly. I do. Maybe it's because
Maybe.
we ship Varya with her daughter.
Right.
So this
That's
feels
the
more
feeling it.
like
That.
the mother-in-law
Exactly.
bonding with your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
But this is also kind of like
Legit.
Terra 2.0.
Right, and that was another
Terra
problem
with better hair.
I have with seeing Xena do this is we've seen her mentor other troubled young hothead women like Terra or even Gabrielle herself at a certain time of life. There's nothing that suspenseful about this relationship. Like, you totally know that Xena's gonna get through to Varia, and that Varia's hot-headedness will cause some momentary problems, but they'll get past it. Like, it's just, this is so paint by numbers that it's a bit wearying.
So Xena frees Varia, and Varia immediately blows a fuse.
Yeah, that she just launches into a big ass fight.
Yeah,
and this is some cool choreography in this big ass temple fight.
Yeah.
It's the one where there's lots of slidey feet and weird hand stuff.
Yeah, they go up a weird ramp, sort of blocking each other and pushing each other.
Varia is so powerful, she's so strong that she moves Xena up this ramp. Literally slides her up there.
And I forget Janina's backstory, but she has clearly a lot of fitness.
Yeah, she's a fitness
physical
person.
Experience.
Look at her.
Yeah. And she can really sell these stunts. Yeah. She looks awesome doing them.
For sure.
Not that Lucy doesn't, obviously.
No, but it's a real big deal to see Xena be moved against her will. And literally
you believe,
bulldozed.
Yeah, you believe it. You're oh man.
Yeah, and that's also a good way to show off just how angry Varia is. She's a little tornado of rage, and she tornadoes herself down a hole.
Yeah, she literally falls down a hole in this temple.
Why so many holes in the temples?
They they have holes leading down to Netherland.
Netherland?
What is that? Netherlands? Down the hole?
Yeah.
Is that near Upper Scheherazadistan?
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, that's weird.
Yeah, this is one of many temples with a gaping chasm, just because.
So, she's kind of hanging off, a little rock ledge under, in the hole. And Xena's take my hand. And Varia's no!
Honestly.
No! And you think that she will get herself out of there.
Right.
She's that strong.
And she starts.
But then it crumbles and she starts falling. And then, oh my God, you think she's dead. But Xena throws that, the chain from her collar down.
Conveniently discarded right to there.
Yeah. And she grabs it, so she saves her life. Phew.
So this is when the script annoyed me again. Because this is Varia's wake-up call, is that Xena actually saved her. She seems shocked that this happened, and it changes, her whole perception of Xena. She's I can't believe she did that. Oh my God, I like her now. And you're she clearly was trying to save you before. This isn't a surprise to you that Xena saved you from a thing.
Yeah.
Especially because you were literally trying, being no, don't help me, literally a minute ago. Why are you surprised? I just didn't think this made any sense. It was clearly meant to be, the kind of moment where her character changes, and it's just not motivated. Phil agrees with me.
Oh, hi, Phil.
Phil does not think the writing of this episode is very good.
No. Do you have any opinions? Yeah.
Yep. Do you like Prince Morlock, Bloody Cock, whatever?
Jesus. I don't like that one.
We cry now.
Stretch.
Yeah. Varia apologizes. And Xena teaches her that she must learn to accept defeat and know when enough's enough.
This is going to be important for later.
Yeah, for sure.
We've had a lot of Xena advices. This is an actual important advice.
So she's going to work on it.
Oh, yeah, I like this. That, Xena tells Varia this piece of advice, and Varia's tries to seem reasonable, and then suddenly, bursts out, yeah, and then it's no, I got it. I did like that she has that little moment of backsliding back to being her old self.
And then she does this shoulder smash to Xena as she moves past her.
Because they're buds now.
I guess. Morlock's men are in the move, and I really like this imagery where suddenly Xena's legs come down from a tree, a python or something, and wrap around this dude, and then she palms his face and he goes down. What? It was pretty awesome.
Whoa.
Yeah. So now they have a hostage.
Wait, they tie him to a tree?
Yeah, and they grab his little backpack of explosives.
Yeah, this was a goofy prop. It's a tiny little barrel
Yeah.
shaped backpack.
Yeah. So they string him up on the tree, and like the point is that they want to know who's in charge. So if this guy's in the tree, they're
He's like the bait.
yeah, the person in charge is definitely gonna come and be like, okay, let's get him down.
This seems like a clever move by Xena, and you see her and Varya like hiding out, like, you know, peeking out. Then you get this reveal that they are being peeked at themselves.
A lot of peeking.
So much peeking. So yeah, Morlock is like also in the forest, unbeknownst to Xena, and he's watching her.
Gross.
Who watches the
Watchman.
Watchman. There we go. That's the one.
Xena's spidey senses start tingling, and she's like, I'm being watched. And
Yeah.
she tells Varya, when I tell you to do something, and you better do it.
And then
And she's like, get naked.
another
Yeah.
moment for the fickies.
Exactly. Ooh, I'm so jealous of the people who actually ship it, because
I know,
like
they
this
get
is
a
some
lot.
good stuff for you guys.
Yeah. Take your clothes off is a thing I don't even think we've had Xena say to Gabs. And
For
I
sure.
wish we did. I wish we did have that.
So they go off screen, and then, you know, after they come back, or after Xena comes back, you know,
Xena.
she's like conveniently not looking at the camera.
But she is a tall brunette, so it's
Right.
got to be her.
Exactly. But Morlock notices that she does not have her chakram, which was something that he talked to Raxar about previously.
Which is, I was impressed with him for this little piece of deduction.
Yeah.
He noticed that. That's actually pretty smart of Morlock.
Right. So it's the guys who are watching them, it's Morlock, Raxar, and this third guy.
Just a guy.
Red shirt.
Red shirt.
And he's red shirt because Morlock and Raxar disappear as soon as they realize that Xena doesn't have a
Isn't
chakram.
there, yeah.
Because she's like standing behind them, and she throws her chakram and gets the red shirt.
Oh, convenient.
So she's,
Alas,
but she
poor
doesn't know who
red
that is.
shirt.
I mean, she probably thinks that this could be maybe the guy, but maybe not. Like, this is clearly somebody who was watching them. Also, she's wearing Varya's outfit.
Oh my
Let's
god.
discuss.
Yeah, let's discuss Xena in Varya's outfit.
The midriff is showing. Put a
So
pin in it.
much.
Put a pin in it.
Yes.
I think she
Yes.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
I think this is a great look, and I wanted to see her wear this for longer in the episode. I think she should have just
agree.
like got off into the cave in Varya's
Oh,
outfit.
man, I could have
And we
taken
don't
the
see
time.
Varya in Xena's
Huh?
outfit.
What?
We
Not-
do.
Do we get like? I mean, we see
She
it from far
comes.
away.
Well,
Do we
yeah,
see it closer?
it probably wasn't
No.
Varya.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
Would, yeah, it would have been fun to see her
Probably
do
was-
that.
Stand in.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, I could have taken our mid-break slash what I don't know what it was. The time we recorded and then it went away to re-recording it now. I could have looked up her outfit in that thing with Taika Waititi that looks similar to this.
Oh, what is the thing?
What is this thing with Taika?
It's oh no, it's a sketch show from New Zealand.
Is it like after Xena or before? Or
Probably
during?
during.
Yeah.
Probably like right in the early 2000
Yeah.
now-ish. Something City? Shit. What is it called? I said it before.
No, that's not Secret
No.
City. That's like a show with Anna Torv.
Oh, yeah,
No, it's not
Secret
Secret City. Whatever. It's really funny. There's a sketch where she does like this bit like it is Xena, but it's like something else. Like
Yeah.
and it's hysterical. And it's about American accents, and it's great.
It's worth finding on YouTube.
Yeah.
For sure. Morlock starts clapping, and he's standing in front of this cave, and he's like, clap, clap, clap. Why don't you follow me to this cave, lady? AKA Xena.
So then before Xena does, she like trades clothes again, which
Right.
I'm disappointed by. But Renee actually defends this choice. She says like she wanted Xena in like her proper outfit for all the like hero shots she's about to get in the cave.
This is true. Yes.
Yeah, so you agree.
I agree.
You agree with Renee. This was the only time where Xena could change back.
And we know she can do it real fast.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So,
Even without a Gabs to lace up her corset.
well, she didn't need that. She can Wonder Woman change or whatever, Superman change. Morlock is like, ooh, if I'd known how much fun you Amazons would be, I'd have come to this country years ago. And Xena says, I'm not an Amazon. And he goes, but you're so tall.
Oh my god.
And she says, it's the boots.
No.
Is she good or just tall?
I love it. Kimmy Schmidt.
About Kate Blanchett.
About Kate Blanchett, yeah. Is Kate Blanchett good or just tall?
She is also tall.
And
Yes,
good.
It's not just the boots, Xena.
So this is where he officially introduces himself.
Oh, finally. I've been
Oh.
anticipating it.
What's his name again?
Prince Chesnik Bloodykar Morlock from Upper Scheherazadistan.
Upper Scheherazadistan.
My note just says no.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, this name is stupid on so many levels.
This was like, I don't even know. This episode was like already bad, but when this happened, like it fell like fucking Varia into that chasm. Like,
Just like, if even the episode doesn't take its villain seriously, like, why should you watch, you know?
I don't understand how this got passed all the way to air.
The
Like,
name.
the name.
Yeah.
The name and like the whole, like, I just find it so offensive.
I mean,
Like,
it's
it's
kind of
already
meant to be like
offensive.
making fun of like aristocratic.
You don't
know,
name anybody
lineage.
Bloody Car.
It's just so silly. It's Chesnick.
Chesnick Morlock,
His first name
I
is
would be okay with
Chesnick.
it.
Chesnick.
There's no
It's the Chad of ancient.
Yeah, exactly.
Chad Morlock.
And then we have Morlock, which is from Time,
Time
Machine.
yeah, it's a
which
reference to
I
Time
take offense to because the Morlocks are the underclass. At least name him Eloy. But no.
Nope.
And then Scheherazadistan is Scheherazade, which is from Arabian Nights, like a reference for no reason.
Right.
Like, why is any of this here?
And it's something that we've never heard of before. And it's setting it up.
Scheherazade is
Yeah,
nice.
it's setting it up as if it's like a huge country in this world where it produces these princes who are just so
And
amazing
it's only
at
upper
fighting.
Yeah, he's only the
Scheherazadistan.
upper
Yeah.
part
So
that he's
who
prince
knows?
of.
There could be 3 other parts.
Oh my god.
Eastern,
You're right.
Western,
Oh my god.
lower,
So
Central.
you're saying that there should be an entire season
Of
just
just
centered around
Scheherazadistan.
Scheherazadistan. Yes, I
No.
agree.
Also, it sounds a little bit like he's doing some kind of riff on, the stands of Eastern Europe.
Yes.
And it's like, why? Why are you doing that on Xena? Like, what is the point of this?
No
yeah.
point.
And he's this white guy who's just awful.
Yeah.
I don't know. All of this is bad.
And
I don't like any
Xena
of this.
has never had, there were like real cultures, like
Yeah.
people from real places. So
Right.
yeah, I find this all just it's wrong. It's just the wrong
Exactly.
tone for the wrong show.
And this guy just feels wrong. He felt wrong doing his crazy kung fu moves. He feels wrong with this name coming from this place. And just
this actor, we should talk about
yes,
it.
Yeah, let's
this
talk
actor
about it.
is the worst.
Behaved really badly on set. He complained constantly about like the long hours and the physical demands of the part. And he's a guest actor, like
Yeah.
he
Wow.
behaved like he was being some grand old martyr. When think of what Lucy and Renee put up with
Every day for years.
and
I
like,
know.
you should definitely, if you haven't seen it, which I'm sure most of you have seen it, you should watch. Which is it? Coffee Talk number 5, where Lucy and Renee basically tell this story about
Yeah.
how they dealt with this guy. I find it like really unfortunate
Yeah.
that this is like the episode Renee's directing.
Right.
I find it unfortunate that she cast him. Like you,
Well,
as
how
a director,
does that work?
cast.
Well, there's the casting.
Yeah, but like you as the
and
director
then
are
you
part
can
of that
be part of the
casting process.
Okay.
So like I don't know how many people they saw or whatever, but somebody, including Renee, were like, "This guy's great." That means like he was real nice and stuff. Like they felt it,
Yeah.
And no,
Yeah.
he turns out to be the worst. A little diva.
Yeah.
Maybe
and-
he's nice now. Maybe he was
you
having a
know.
bad week.
So yeah, he's unfortunately still a very much working actor. So
Yeah.
boycott all
I
his
hope
work.
he's
Ugh.
not this rude all the time. But yeah, he was very rude to Renee, who was, you can't help but look at the gender politics of that. That, she's this female director. It's her show.
Right.
But he, just
Yeah.
had zero respect for her. Lucy had to, go to him and basically shut it down.
Yeah.
Tell him to stop being an asshole. She sort of talked about it as if, she was talking to a baby.
Yeah.
She was.
Man,
She was just
baby.
pull up your pants and do your job. Go to school. Do your homework.
Go to college.
So yeah,
He sucks. We hate him.
the one silver lining is it's so nice to see how Lucy has Renee's back.
I know, I
feel like
mean-
that's so good.
It's really great, yeah. And it's unfortunate because not only is she a woman director, but it's like her second time directing, and she's still green, and she just didn't know how to behave because she didn't want to be like too hard on him.
Right,
because
she was really worried she would like alienate him, and then he
Yeah.
wouldn't show up at all.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
he has
Which
to
is like
work
the
with
yes.
Yeah, he has
So-
to finish the week.
Exactly.
So she was sort of like good copping him, and then Lucy had to
It's
come
so
in to be
rough.
the bad cop.
I mean, I love when Lucy's like at the end of her rope about stupid shit.
Especially stuff like this, where like Lucy knows
Yeah.
how hard the job is.
Yeah.
And she can't stand someone who's literally been doing it 3
Right.
days.
Right.
Being
Like,
like,
"Ugh."
the
Like,
worst.
who are you? Seriously.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah.
He sucks.
So,
This
meta
character sucks.
extra RL layer to this guy who, it does not help that this character sucks.
This
and
character
the
sucks.
Guy
The
was
guy
not
playing it
cool this
sucks.
week on set.
Right. So Xena introduces herself in response to his amazing introduction.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
don't like this either.
She says she's Xena of Amphipolis, warrior princess,
Warrior mom.
Why did she say that? That's so bizarre.
It's really
I
dumb.
mean, I guess it's part of the way she's being a mom-like to this tribe and to Bari. What the fuck?
Sure.
No, I can't even explain it. Someone explain it. I don't get it.
I think you got it, maybe.
She's just doing her titles. These are my
Yeah.
names people call me.
Sure. But also that she's like, like a mom to Varia in this one, and then also
And
to
also, we
to-
ship Varia with
with
Eve.
her actual
Right.
daughter.
Her actual daughters, maybe.
Exactly.
Eve is on Xena's mind too.
And then she makes fun of his name, which doesn't need to be made fun of, so it's not even that funny.
Yeah.
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 She calls him Prince Chesty Furlock of Upper Whatever Stan.
Yep.
That's like less funny than his actual name.
That is
Also,
so true.
it's rude to Upper Shahrazadistan, whatever that
know.
country is, but that's pretty like
Let's-
dismissive.
Okay,
That's true.
I would like to discuss how this actually is filmed really gorgeously in this cave here with
Mm-hmm.
the
Right.
DP and the very pretty lighting.
Right.
And the
The
shadows
DP is
and stuff.
also new. I mean, he's worked on Xena for a really long time.
Yeah, he worked his way up through the camera department. This
Yeah.
is, I think, his first
Yeah,
episode
as a
as
DP,
DP.
so
So it's
him
Director
very,
of photography.
Yeah.
Right.
director of photography.
So he did amazing lighting here.
yeah, and like like Renee has funny stories about them like taking meetings and sort of people being like, okay, you guys, you hungry kids, like don't go crazy here. But they do a little bit, which I love. I
Yeah.
love that they're both just
Yeah.
like trying stuff.
It
like,
looks good.
Why is there water reflection in
cares?
this cave? Who
Where's the
cares?
water?
It looks
Poop
awesome.
puddle.
TJ would do it.
TJ would totally do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Also, this is actually a really cool piece of lighting and set design because this is the same set from the Ring trilogy where they stalked Grendel, that like series of tunnels, and it looks totally different
Totally
here.
different.
Yeah.
They've just lit it differently and dressed it differently, and you would never know.
Her shadow on the wall is really, really cool. So, like, while they're having this name fight or whatever it is, like, you can just see her standing there, and then, like, I don't know what happens. He runs off, whatever. She runs after him, and you can see, like, the shadow runs after
Yeah.
her. It's cool.
It was
It's really
like
cool.
Peter Pan.
A little bit,
it's
yeah. It's a
cool.
really like dark shadow.
Yeah.
You also get these fun shots where Morlock and Xena can't see each other. They're kind of like on either side of a wall, but then like the wall has like holes in it, so you can kind of see a little bit of one, like somebody's legs while Xena is like walking by. I thought that was a cool way of kind of trying. Renee's still trying to keep up this tension of these two characters haven't like properly met. They don't see each other. They only see pieces of each other.
They also have a chakram off.
Yeah.
Right.
Dick chakram versus Vad chakram, I guess.
I guess.
I don't even know.
And then outside, Varia, who was told to wait, is like, ugh, and
She
goes
can't wait
inside the
anymore.
cave.
Yep.
With her barrel backpack.
Yeah. So that distracts Xena, and Morlock is able to kind of like get her a little bit with his dick chakram in her arm.
Arm wound.
And he's like, ooh, I got you a little bit.
Oh, good, because it's cool.
Yeah, of
Yeah, I
course.
like the upper arm.
Her
wounds
shoulder,
are
which should
always
have
nice.
20,000 scars, 'cause
Yeah.
she always gets
Right
hit
there.
on the exactly that.
They're just
part.
so good because they are very visible.
Yeah.
It looks cool, and it's very clearly not threatening in any capacity.
Yeah,
It's
we're
like
not worried
unless
about her.
it gets infected.
Just slap a band-aid on that. This is also where Morlock has his line, I'm not a murderer, Xena. The gods make some men poets. They make some men seers. They made me a hunter.
He's so insufferable.
He's so horrible.
This is actually from The Most Dangerous Game, which, let me tell you, does not make me want to read The Most Dangerous
Wow.
Game.
Did the hunter in Jumanji have this line too?
Oh my god. Your fame, the
Phil doesn't
hunter
like
from...
it either.
Yeah. Phil, did they make you a seer, a poet, or a hunter?
Frenchie.
Or a Frenchie?
Morlock catches Varia real easy, and he's gonna kill her. He has his sword raised. We're so worried. But then Xena chakrams it in half. Oh my god, his dick.
I love that she keeps doing this, though. This
Yeah, I
is
mean,
a
it's all she
trend.
does, yeah. So Raxar and the other men enter, and Morlock commands them to kill Varia, but leave Xena for him. They spot Varia, and they shoot her with all these arrows. I mean, they shoot at her. She
Yeah.
dives away, but it looks like, damn, they definitely got her, because she's just
arrowed so many
she
times.
dived, and there she is laying on the ground because you can see her boots. She's dead. So they come near her, and it's just her boots on top of her little explosive backpack
This
barrel.
was so confusing with this boots thing. Why did she have to take her boots off?
I think it was just so
It's
that
to
it wouldn't
trick 'em.
explode. It's like a trigger.
Oh.
And I think it's
so,
to draw them in as well.
I see. So, like, when they take the boots off, the thing explodes?
Yeah, because it can't just explode with them not near it.
Yeah.
I think it's just to draw them. It was going to explode regardless,
Oh,
but they needed to be like on top of
they
it.
somehow followed these boots.
Wasn't
Because they're like,
motion
ooh, we
censored
got her.
by boot.
Okay.
No, it was not.
What?
I remain even more confused, actually.
Well, when they arrive and pick the boots up, they're like, "Oh my god, there's goo coming out of this barrel.
Oh, yeah, it's like green.
It's green like wildfire."
Greek fire.
But yeah,
What?
Greek
What was
No,
fire.
it?
wildfire.
Greek fire was black. So this
Oh,
is
yeah.
Yeah, this is
legit
literal
Game of Thrones
yeah. So
wildfire.
Xena did it first, and it explodes.
And this whole cave is lit.
It lit.
It lit.
And then we cut to Varia outside. She's like, "Why did we have to use my boots?" And Xena says, "Because Amazons have tougher feet."
I guess.
And then I
They
think it's
run
because
around
they
barefoot.
established that she needs her boots for her height.
Right.
Because if she
Xena
takes them
will
off,
not part with those boots.
if she
now.
takes them off, she's like 5 feet tall. So now the girls decide that they're going to be the hunters, not the prey, and they're going to go to seek Morlock out themselves.
Because they're dangerous prey. Or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So meanwhile, yeah, Morlock is having a conversation with his taxidermied heads.
He's fondling them,
Ooh.
and Raxar is getting jealous.
Oh my god.
This is a stupid leopard chair that I hate.
I hate everything about
about
him.
this tent is
Yeah.
shameful.
Raxar tells Morlock that they're down to only 4 men because of how Xena had
Blew them
exploded
up.
them all up. And Morlock's like, "I don't care. I want to hunt her."
Her skill nearly matches my own.
Oh gee.
Oh my
But
god.
little does he know she has many skills.
It's true. It is so true.
He has no skill.
Yeah. What is this guy's skill?
None.
I
skill.
mean,
Interior
he's-
design?
No.
I think Raxar designed the interior of that. He's been showing you his stupid skills this whole episode.
Right.
Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Xena and Varia are scoping out the camp, and they decide to like go around. They can't go like straight in. And then when Xena moves to do this, Varia spots like an arrow trap, and she's like, "Xena, no!" And she jumps, and then the arrow totally
gross,
gets her in the
number
ankle.
4.
Right, we see that arrow
Blamp.
like in the ankle.
Right
Yep.
in there. Nasty.
And meanwhile, Phil is chewing on his
It's
bone
so loud. Wow, that's loud.
because the most dangerous prey
Phil's-
is the French bulldog.
He's not the prey.
He's the hunter.
He's the hunter.
He's chewing on his human bones.
Xena has Varia around her shoulder, like supporting her. They're going in this forest, and then suddenly all of the animals start running away.
And lots of stock footage.
Yeah, of like some deer
I mean, like,
running, some birds flying. And oh my god, you guys, it's a forest fire.
They're literally flushing Xena and Varia out via fire. Which, Vera?
How very 74th Hunger Games of them.
Xena did it first.
Yeah. So you see Morlock's men, like the four guys that
Right.
remain, are throwing like the flame, like the whatever wildfire
Wildfire.
stuff all over the trees. And Morlock's like,
Light it up. I don't get this. Why does he why does he want to set his own men on fire?
So bad.
He only
he
has 4
doesn't
of them.
care. He
He's
doesn't
so
need
bad.
them, man.
He
He's
doesn't.
like,
He's the hunter.
yeah, he's the hunter.
Who's
He doesn't
gonna
care.
cook his dinner?
He doesn't think that's the 3 steps he does not think ahead
Yeah.
to. Like, he's dumb. Raxar, meanwhile, is like, what do you mean light it up? Our men are down there. And he's like, I don't care. So he makes him send like a flaming arrow, and the flames go up, and these dudes are lit.
And yeah, Renee just shoots like close-ups of these men just kind of being engulfed in a wall of flames and screaming.
In slow-mo.
And yeah, it's gruesome.
Yes.
It's upsetting.
Number 5.
So this is where I was like, oh my god, what's Raxar gonna do? He's like, it seems like he's gonna like abandon
Leave
Morlock.
him. Break up.
I don't think you ever see him after
Thank
this
you,
scene.
next.
So, like, there actually was a plot line that they cut where Raxar was going to have this crisis of conscience, and then he was going to fight Varia, and
What?
Varia would have this opportunity to kill him, but then, like, having learned her lessons from Xena, she would have mercy on him, and you'd be like, oh, character growth. But that was all cut for time, and I'm not sure we really miss it, even
Yeah.
though Raxar is fine. He's okay.
They could have cut so much more for
I'm
time.
sure he's a very good
This
scene
episode
partner.
should have been 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, the forest is on fire.
Yes.
Yes, so Xena and Varia are like hobbling through the forest. There's 2 lines of flame, and it's like specifically designed so that they would go straight into Morlock's camp. Varia's like, oh my god, I'm holding you back. Leave me. And I have a note that's like, Renee probably did some really great like busted ankle direction for Varia because of her past
yes.
experience.
Oh, yeah.
With busted ankle.
One against an army.
Xena refuses to leave Varia.
She says that saving Varia is saving the Amazon people, which is strong language. Like, there are other Amazons. Is Varia, like, the one chosen leader?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marga literally chose her.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, I don't know. I feel
She's
like...
just doing what she was told.
Not
Okay.
Gabs.
Not Gabs.
Presumably there
Right
are
now.
other worthy Amazons. Like,
Gabs is like the worst
I
Amazon
know.
queen.
I know.
Can you imagine?
She should not.
So Xena's like, I got it. I'm going to launch you into space.
Right.
Great
This
plan.
is exactly what Benedict Cumberbatch thinks she's going to do.
It's true, because that's absurd.
That's bananas. I hate this.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense. It's so funny. It's like there's some jaunty music.
Yeah.
Not quite as jaunty as the dam building music in The Abyss, but it's similar in vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely the first thing I thought of because it feels
It's not
very
the
like
same though.
doing the traps,
It's
the Home
less
Alone
silly.
traps.
It's less silly. And then, so Xena puts all this rope around these trees, and then, like,
She builds like,
catapults
yeah, she builds
Varia
a catapult, a
into
tree
the
catapult.
sky.
Varia is already injured, so the idea
Yeah.
that she's shooting this injured woman like 50 feet into the air and there's no net, she's literally just going to come
Wow, there's
crashing
no
down.
net?
I mean,
There-
Xena doesn't think there's a
Maybe
net.
Xena knows there's a net. She's that far ahead
Whoa,
that
of
she
the
knows
game.
that
She's like,
Varia's
I'm gonna launch
get
her. He's
into
gonna
the-
catch her.
Morlock's camp.
Oh, boy.
What?
Well, his net is right in line
Because
with
he's
where she
calculated the
slingshotted.
trajectory
Yes.
of her hypothetical catapult.
I
From
was gonna
which,
say
like,
that
how would he
didn't-
know from where she would come flying?
I've decided just now that it's because of the way in which they have the fires lit, that there's
only
only one place where they are. So he based it on that.
Oh my God, Katie, genius.
Wow.
This episode, oh my God, guys,
3
it's so
steps
good.
ahead.
It's so good.
It just hangs together.
So speaking of hanging, Varia, as she steps into the catapult, is like, what do I do about landing? And Xena tells her, tuck and roll. Hashtag RuPaul's Drag Race.
But as it is, she doesn't really have to worry about that because
Yeah.
this net just snatches her out of the air.
And she falls like straight down, which was a little bit Valkyrie.
Valkyrie's
vibes.
falling off the horse's stunt. Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel it. It's another one of those hard falls where you're like, ouch.
Yeah, ouch. Well, she seems dead when she falls,
Yeah.
and Raxar is basically like, she's dead. What do you need her for? And Morlock's like, take her to the arena. Whatever that is.
Got an arena.
Great.
Why does he have an arena?
Why not?
Yeah.
He's just that into fighting people, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. He's 20 steps ahead. He's
Like when you,
we gotta
when
end
you
up in
if you're
this
a
arena.
hunter, why are you fighting people in an arena? That's
You know
not
what?
what a hunter does.
Because it's the Hunger Games.
I guess so. Because it's Hunger Games. If you were committed to this whole hunting thing, you would just like stalk her through the forest.
I
There would be no like,
know.
hand-to-hand combat in
know.
an arena. That's a different
It's
analogy.
real dumb.
But meanwhile, Xena is calling for Varia,
She's desperately,
In
like,
the
she's like
forest.
frantically running around the forest.
which is on fire.
It's on
like,
fire.
right next to her.
Yes, and this is a good. Let's discuss.
Yeah.
It's like slow-mo fire flames.
Mm-hmm.
Xena running. You have these like shots of her running like in profile that are like really close to her.
Yeah.
I am pissed I do not have these in my vid.
It's
Just
true.
a personal note.
Because you saw Dangerous Prey.
What?
I don't need shit from that episode. Guess what, guys? Every
kinda did
episode
say that.
has delicious clippage.
Holy but.
And it adds something to think that Renee was like, can we get a shot of
Slow-mo.
like
Zoe.
Xena's breasts as she's running? And
slow-mo. Let's make it in slow-mo.
The muscular thighs just lit by fire. Ooh,
We
yeah.
need it. We need this
These-
for science.
Even Phil agrees. Them some good thighs.
Right, Phil? Oh, yeah, there we go. He agrees.
So Zoe did a great job running around through this fire in this forest.
Good Zoe. I mean, this is why you don't get like an actual face shot in
Yeah.
these cool close-ups.
Yeah, but it's good. It's better.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's more dramatic.
Yeah. All right. Xena runs through these flames and she ends up at the fucking arena.
Uh-huh.
Let's
Yes.
discuss.
Uh-huh.
It's an elaborate
Yeah.
wood pile.
It is.
like
Very,
a Jenga.
Elaborate wood pile.
Yeah, it's
No.
like,
Sounds really impressive.
it is, yes. What is it from?
Oh, yeah. It is from a Hong Kong wuxia movie called The Tai Chi Master from 1993, starring Jet Li and Michelle Yeoh.
Aha.
so she could have easily been in this.
I'm saying she's really busy in the 90s.
It's
appearing
true.
In a lot.
She's like in James Bond now.
Not
Yeah.
the 90s
Oh no, she was already
anymore.
been in James Bond. This is like
That's true.
past.
It's not the 90s anymore.
So she's back. She can do it.
She can do it. She's probably in Crouching Tiger in the early 2000s.
Right after filming that, right after, straight to Xena. Well, this is dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is your kind of thing, Vera. You love a good kung fu homage
Yeah.
concept. Obviously, the thing that it most reminds us of is Callisto.
Right, because it does not help that it has the
It's-
music.
Right, and it has kind of the vibe of the ladder fight where you have this like elaborate wooden structure that
Yeah,
people
but,
are
like,
climbing around.
There was literal motivation for that whole ladder sequence in Callisto.
Right.
We had
She
Callisto.
needed to be able to watch Xena.
Yes. So you had Callisto watching Xena, admiring her. It was all character motivated. Here it's like dumbass, bloody car Morlock doing
Just
stupid
cause.
shit like for no reason.
Yeah.
It's
To
just,
test her skill, I guess, but at the same time, didn't
But we
he, like,
know she has
he
the skill.
observed the skills already. This was supposed to just be him hunting her. So,
I
like, what does
know.
this have to do with hunting? Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so dumb. So Vara's like at the top of this really tall log situation.
She's tied to a spike.
And Xena and Morlock are like kicking the logs around and climbing in and doing their
like,
swords.
like you say, it becomes kind of a Jenga meets
Yeah.
like Lincoln Logs meets like American Gladiator
meets Abraham Lincoln.
meets Abraham Lincoln.
What?
I don't even know.
He builds stuff out of wood.
It does have a vaguely like Nickelodeon game show vibe to
Oh my
it.
god.
Like Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh. One good thing about it was when Xena had to put the entire weight of the top of this contraption
she
on
does,
her
like,
shoulders.
Atlas.
Yeah.
She does a Hercules move. This
I
is
guess
like
it is
his
Hercules.
signature move. But it's pretty, we've never seen Xena do this, and it was pretty amazing. Especially all those amazing close-ups of her thighs, like at work.
I think Renee is a fan of the thighs.
Good job, Renee.
Yeah, I like this bit of the shoulder holding.
Yeah,
just-
it was
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Seeing Xena's strength.
Yeah, it's the strength of how many men? Many men.
Many, many
Who
men.
cares about men's? Nobody.
She has a lot of line exchanges
Oh
with.
god, there's a lot. Yeah, this is the first time they've actually met face to face, which
That's
they
so
talk
weird, yeah.
about. Yeah. And then they have this thing where it's like, oh my god, he can't believe she drew his, like, he's like, I drew your blood, see, I nicked ya.
Ooh, I nicked ya.
And she's like, what's that from shaving? And you realize she nicked him.
Whoa.
Face.
Wow.
Oh my god. And he's like, what? No one's ever drew blood before. You're the
I
best.
find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
He's
that's-
so good. He's so good. No one ever
Lion.
came close to his skill.
Lies.
So anyway,
He gets to the top
she
first.
she
'cause
does,
she's,
yes.
She's holding up the whole structure because
Right.
if she drops it, Varia will just, I guess, go crash
Yeah.
into the
Right.
ground
And
on
die,
her
yeah.
stake.
Because
And-
she's tired, yeah.
she kicks the logs back in, so it's all stable now, and she's at the top. She frees Varia, and she's like, "Get out of here!" And Varia like just dives away.
Yeah, she listens. She
Yeah.
obeys. Finally.
But where's Morlock?
Yeah, you get
Where's
like,
Chesty?
he's like disappeared. What's
Chad.
up with that? Then he like jumps out at her and attacks.
Oh my
And then he has this
god!
big line as he's fighting Xena. He says, "Sooner or later, I will get the upper hand because I'm enjoying this. This fight is the one I've been searching for my entire life." I thought this distinction was so weird because it implies that Xena is not enjoying this, and that's like the difference between the two of them. That's his advantage.
And that's messed up.
And I was like, Xena always enjoys
Always.
fights.
That's like literally been a point of dialogue
No,
where
it's
people
been-
are like,
yeah.
"You love this too much."
So
And she's
either
like,
we're supposed to
"Yeah."
think that like she's finally learned and like doesn't enjoy it the same way she used to, like she's kind of gotten past that, which I
No.
guess is possible, but also it just feels like no.
I think it feels like
dude's wrong.
Jill Metzger has not watched the entirety of Xena, Warrior Princess.
Xena enjoys a good fight,
Doesn't
but
know the
I think she
character.
doesn't enjoy a fight with this guy.
No, that's
Who
for sure. I don't
would?
think she's enjoying this.
I
at
think
all.
she's suffering through this.
Yeah.
maybe only a
So-
no, maybe enjoying it on some level, knowing she's gonna get
Maybe
definitely
he's
be
right.
this asshole.
Yeah.
But she figures out from this that actually she has the advantage because he is so desperate to have this fight that all she's got to do is walk away to fuck with his head.
Whoa.
Which, I mean, is not something you often see Xena
Yeah,
do.
it's actually pretty
walk
cool. I
away
like that.
from a fight.
So she flips to the ground, and he's still back up on top.
He's getting pissed.
And he
Oh.
he's so pissed. He's like, "You will fight me!"
Yeah,
Douche.
this is, I think, his most hateable moment.
You will fight me.
It's just such, like, impotence. And, like, not in a, like...
and also like the acting, like that
Yeah.
actor's horrible acting. Ugh,
yeah,
ugh.
it's just, I don't know. There was, like, I would like to see the serious version of this.
Yes.
I compare it to like a serious take on making this kind of misogynist character like explicit, like in Buffy, season 6 Buffy with Caleb.
Oh yeah.
I feel like was finally the show being like, we've so often talked about strong women, let's put misogyny
Yeah.
front and center.
Yes, yes.
Like I kind of want that here. I want
Right.
that for season 6 Xena too.
Right. Or a lady who is just in it to hunt anything, including like other ladies, and is one of those. And
Played by
it's-
Michelle Yeoh or
Sure.
Claudia Black or both. They're like twins.
Oh.
Twin hunter ladies.
Yes. So that would be cool. And they all have like the skills of Xena.
And they love hunting?
Yeah, they just want to do it. Yeah, they
All
want to. They
some,
want to kill.
Some people are poets.
Peeps. Yeah,
some
exactly.
people are hunters.
Some
so
people
you're
are
okay with
ladies.
this basic concept as long as they're hot ladies.
Well, I was
doing.
I
it.
think that if it was a hot, yes, if it was a hot lady, I feel like immediately you would have more and a better actress, without a stupid name from a stupid place. Like, make it real and set it up. Like, you know, we had Najara, but she had her own special, not skills, but special, like, interests, right?
Yeah.
In the
Obsessions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So without that whole religious, I guess, aspect.
Yeah.
it
I
would
mean,
be
I guess
interesting.
every plot is a little better if you make the villain a woman. That's
Yeah.
it's true in this.
Right.
I
unless
still think doing like a toxic masculinity,
yes, exactly.
misogyny
Unless you
plot
do,
would
but
have
basically, we're asking for something not this.
just not it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Is he dead yet?
it's just
Right,
comedy,
so
but not
he's-
funny.
He's so mad up there on that ledge that he kicks the spike that Varia was tied to down, and Xena like quick sidesteps it because, you know, she's not getting killed by a falling spike.
She did get killed by that falling tree one time.
That was really dumb. He's so angry he flips down,
Right
onto
onto
that spike.
He's impaled.
and
Xena
Xena
has a line.
I like this one. No, I like this one.
Okay, go for
Go
it. Do
say
the
it.
You
honors.
lose.
No,
You
terrible.
lose. She wins. Therefore, hooray.
And Varia learns a valuable lesson.
And that lesson is what?
The blogs are bad.
Don't play with Lincoln Logs.
Yeah.
If somebody does the revenge for you, then it's fine.
Then it still
Right.
counts.
That's kind of what
Oh, yeah.
she says. She's
she
like,
she learns to delegate.
I wanted to avenge Marga, but I didn't. But now he's gone, and I'm still here. So I guess that's revenge.
It's the same thing.
I don't. It was a little strange. So Xena can do it for you, or what? I don't know. It was a little strange.
I think the lesson is just let Xena do the things, which is a great lesson, and
Yeah.
I wish everybody on the show learned it.
I don't have to do everything myself. I don't know.
We cut back to the Amazons, and Gabs is back.
Hey, finally.
Where you been?
Yay.
Just
Directing
being like,
that
don't leave,
episode.
Amazons, don't leave. I'm here too.
She's been in Video Village with
Exactly.
some headphones on.
Aw.
But she has a job here, and her
Yeah.
job is to light up Marga's body. It's
Yep.
a big old Amazon funeral
This is a
pyre.
nice scene.
This is like the other really good. I thought this was like legit the best thing in this episode.
I'm always down for an Amazon funeral.
This is like one of the best ones, just because the music is incredible. Nobody's like singing,
That's true. No,
I prefer a
Xena's not
nice-
feeling moved to sing.
right? I love it. I love when she's like, nah, not this.
Yeah, not this time. Marga and she's no effing.
Right? So,
no.
remember how Anthony died in a teaser?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was a time.
So this was really good directing by Renee, I thought as well. Everything is everyone's like standing in one line watching the fire go, and there's like a crane up, and it's just very still and very emotional and ominous, I thought, because it was like pins, you know.
I mean, at this point in the show, funerals feel pretty.
But specifically for Amazons.
Yeah, right.
Like,
we're gonna have an episode that deals with. Yeah, I mean, one less Amazon at this point in the
exactly.
story.
It's
There-
huge.
There's so few left.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's big. If you
But I
feel it
also
more.
think about like passing of the torch from like the master to the student, which is sort
Right.
of what happens here with Marga and Varia and Xena to
she
Varia.
gets the right of cast.
Right. She gives her the right of cast, and Varia says something like, I will always be in your debt. And Xena's like, you don't owe me anything. And they hug, and it's nice.
Yeah.
But, you know, that sense of, like the students growing up
Right.
and, like, becoming adults.
Right.
And that's true for Gabrielle, too.
Yeah.
Gabrielle is the student who's growing up. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of wistfulness and a lot of pins.
A lot of pins. So that's the end of this episode, I guess.
Wow, we did it.
We did it. Prince Chesnick Vladikar, whatever. I forgot his regular name. Morlock.
This is the actual middle of season 6, so now we are over the middle.
Oh my
We're
god.
into the back half of season 6 starting
Ah.
2 weeks from now.
And it's a good one.
Yeah.
It is the opposite
There
of
are
this.
like, what? I'm just looking at my list.
They're
There's no bad
mostly
ones.
good from here on out.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah. So I mean, Dangerous Prey.
Oh, yeah, there's not some.
Yeah,
Some,
there's
yeah.
definitely some. Like,
But the good ones
don't
are
make
so
generalizations.
good.
There are
Not
some.
sweeping generalization.
Yes.
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So Dangerous Prey, not great. I think it's mostly let down by its script, which is
Yeah,
really
it's
great.
100% let down.
And
And
some
also this
casting,
actor.
which is really, really unfortunate. I do think Renee does a good job. It's
Yes.
really cool to see her directing action. It's really cool to see her directing Lucy,
Yeah.
which was not something she got to do that much of in Deja Vu all over
Oh my god,
again.
but it
Right.
was, come on, it was such a great
It
Lucy
was a
work.
very funny Lucy
Yeah,
performance. But yeah, it's just really cool to see her
Xena, yeah.
doing like stuff, like Xena action stuff,
Right.
and doing a great job, and like taking creative risks and trying things. And I really wish she'd had one more episode at least.
I
Like,
know.
you almost want to renew the show for another season just to see like what else she could do. Cause she's really talented, and you see how much hard work and thought goes into every decision she makes. Like if you read interviews with her about this episode, which as we said, like doesn't have that much substance behind it. Renee gives it substance. She tried her damnedest to like really make this carry some weight, and she did what she
Yay.
could.
This is where
Awesome.
I lament how I wish she continued to direct television.
I
Had
know.
the career of Roxanne Dawson.
Yeah, that would be
Rocky
so
about
cool.
that. Any other final notes?
I think we're done.
All
Yeah, I think
right.
we talked. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Enough?
Enough. I think we talked enough. Yes.
All right.
Phil is like, guys, if you don't stop talking, I'm gonna be hunting you in a sec.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll do the thing.
Yeah,
We're
follow
on
us.
the internet at XenaWarriorPodcast.com. We are on Apple Podcasts. You can go there to subscribe and rate and leave reviews, and we love reading those, and it helps people like find us and such like things. We are on Twitter at XenaWarriorPod, and Facebook and Tumblr and Instagram and Patreon, Xena Warrior Podcast. Just Google those things or search.
The power.
The passion.
The podcast.